Close. You might be worried, you might be a bit stressed out, but not to worry. That is exactly why we have designed this program, to make it easy for you so that you can revise and go through any problem areas that you may have, and you can face your examination confidently. Now, we have designed a wonderful lesson today as well. Hope you're ready to begin. Without further ado, let's begin today's lesson. Now, there are many ways that you can watch today's lesson. One is the live telecast on your television, and you can watch the recorded program the following week at 5 a.m. as well. And the other option for you is to watch it through our YouTube channel, which is the Jathika Pasala YouTube channel. Now, it's very easy to access this channel. You just go up to YouTube and look up Rupavahini Jathika Pasala, and you will be brought to the screen. Now, it's very easy to find the videos here. You can see that they're categorized according to the recency, as well as they're categorized according to the respective subjects. Now, when you click on today's live video, you can see that there are two links beneath that. One is for the online test, and the other is to download the tutorial, to download the tute. So when you click the first link, you will be brought to this screen. This is the online test. So you can fill in your name, your school, and fill in all the answers correctly, and hit the submit button. Now, the second link, when you click this one here, it will take you to this tute. So this is what we're going to discuss in today's lesson. Now, as we have a limited amount of time, we will be rushing through some parts. So if you want any detailed description, you can go through this tutorial, and you can easily understand. So make sure you fill in this online test, and we will be discussing this, and we'll be discussing your answers towards the latter part of the lesson. Now, to study and to learn today's lesson, we have with us Tanuja Miss. Good afternoon, Miss.
Good afternoon,
what
Prashant.
Exactly are we going to learn in today's lesson?
Yes, Prashant. Today we'll be talking about paper 2, two test items. One is vocabulary and the other one is language proficiency.
All right. Now, I believe that this is an area where some students struggle, and they find it a bit difficult to get marks. So I believe that's why we have brought this towards a closer date towards the examination, so that we can make it easy for everyone who is watching out there.
Exactly, Prashant. So this is a question where a lot of children, they struggle to master. So we'll be discussing today the way pute. Ada api katha karanne ප්‍රශ්න පත්‍රයේ vocabulary සහ language proficiency කියන test items දෙක. language proficiency වලට හම් වෙනවා ලකුණු 7ක්. ඒ කියන්නේ භාගී ගානේ අපිට තියෙනවා blanks 14ක්. එතකොට ලකුණු 7ක ප්‍රශ්නයක් සහ vocabulary item එක ලකුණු 5ක ප්‍රශ්නයක්. So දෙකම හරියට master කරා නම් what is the mark? 7 plus 5. So that's your mark, right? So let's go to today's lesson. Yes.
All right.
Okay, so let's start with a positive note. Yeah, so winners are not those who never fail, but those who never quit. So don't quit. So let's start. Let's go to the lesson. So the first item is a vocabulary item, where you have to select a word from the box which has a similar meaning to the phrase given within brackets and write it in the space given. Right? So, Prashant?
All right. An elderly mason was ready to
blank,
within brackets it says to end a job, and he told his boss of his plans to leave and live a more blank life with his family. He would miss the paychecks, but he needed to retire. The boss, the contractor, was sorry to see such a good worker go, and he asked the mason to build just one house as a personal blank.
Yes. So children, here what you have to do is choose what is given, a proper word according to what is given in the bracket, a closer meaning. An elderly mason was ready to blank to end a job. So to end a job. So out of these 5 words, inferior, leisurely, retire, favor, successful. So out of these 5, what do you mean when what word can we use to mean to end a job? Yes, you can think while we give you the answer. Right, so retire is the right answer, and he told his boss of his plans to leave and live a more blank. So this blank, the word that you should have should mean as something similar to without taste. Hadisyak nathi neda. So a word which is similar to that. Now we have already taken retire. We have 4 more words remaining. What do you think would go better? More leisurely life. So with his family, he would miss the paychecks, but he needed to retire. The boss, the contractor, was sorry to see such a good worker go, and he asked the mason to build just one house as a personal. So what is given in the blank brackets is a helpful act. So what could be the answer? A helpful act. Yes. So favor would go better with that. Right. Yes.
The mason agreed, but in time it was easy to see that his heart was not in his work. He resorted to shoddy, careless workmanship and used blank material. It was an unfortunate way to end a blank career. When the mason finished his work, the employer came to inspect the house. He handed the front door key to the carpenter. He said, "This is your house. It is my gift to you."
Yes, so a good story, right. The mason agreed, but in time it was easy to see that his heart was not in his work. He resorted to shoddy, careless workmanship and used of poor quality. Ekane gunatmaka nathi karya gan kiyana neda. So what does it mean? Of poor quality? Yes, inferior. So material, it was an unfortunate way to end a. So it's having desired correct results. So what could be the answer? Yes, end a successful career. When the mason finished his work, the employer came to inspect the house. He handed the front door key to the carpenter. He said, "This is your house. It is my gift to you." ඉතින් දරුවනේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ පොඩි පැරග්‍රාෆ් එකක් දීලා ඒ පැරග්‍රාෆ් එකේ ඔයාලට වචනක් දීලා ඒක තෝරන්නයි තියෙන්නේ. ඒතර මෙතනදී ගොඩක් බලන්න ඕනේ වචනේ තේරුම් නැහැ කියලා නොලියා ඉන්න එපා. නැවත නැවත කියවලා බලලා ඒ බ්‍රැකට්ස් ඇතුලේ දීලා තියෙන වචනවලට සමාන හෝ ළඟින් යන වචනයක් තෝරලා ලියන්නයි තියෙන්නේ. ඒතර හරි විදිහටම ස්පෙලිංග්ස් capitals ඒවා ටිකක් ලස්සනටම ලියන්න නේද ඒ විදිහටම. Can we go to the next question, Prashant?
Yes.
Yes. So this is a test item where you will get 7 marks. You will have 14 blanks. Blanks 14ක් තියෙනවා දරුවනේ. 14න් ලකුණු භාගය ගානේ ලකුණු 7ක ප්‍රශ්නයක්. මෙන්න මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ ගොඩක් වෙලාට ප්‍රශාන්ත් lot of children struggle a lot to master. ගොඩක් වෙලාට මේක ගොඩක් අමාරුයි කියලා කියනවා. මොකද හේතුව blanks කොහොමද පුරවන්නේ කියලා දරුවෝ දන්නේ නැහැ. අර එතකොට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ පොඩ හොඳට කියවලා බලලා දැන් අපි ගොඩක් ඉගෙන ගත්ත articles ගැන nouns නේද verbs adjectives adverbs ඒ හැම දෙයක් සහ prepositions ඒවත් එක්ක ගලපලා වාක්‍යයක කොහොමද sentence එක form වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා බලලා ඒකට අනුව අපි වචන ටික තෝරමු නේද. Right, so here the blanks are heart, wrong, true, illness, questioned, proficiency, aspire, gentleman, Arthur Ashe, contracted, never, sufferings, unexpectedly, transfusions. දැන් මේ වචන ටික බැලුවොත් දරුවනේ ඔයාලට පෙනේ මෙතන nouns තියෙනවා, verbs තියෙනවා, adverbs තියෙනවා, adjectives තියෙනවා. එතකොට අපි දන්නවා noun එකක් එද්දි මොන කියන්නේ article එක a and the වගේ articles වලට පස්සේ අපිට ඕනේ noun එකක් සහ adjective එකක් තිබ්බනම් ඊට පස්සේ එන්න ඕනේ noun එකක් නේද? එහෙම නැත්නම් noun එකක් දීලා තිබ්බොත් අපිට ඊට ඉස්සෙල්ලා blank එකක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒක බොහෝ වෙලාවට adjective එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මෙන්න මේ වගේ දේවල් අපි ගොඩක් ඉගෙන ගත්තානේ. මෙන්න මේ ටික හිතේ තියාගෙන මේ activity එකට යමු අපි. Right.
A few years ago, I came across a blank story about a great player of his time, namely blank. He was an African American and had millions of fans all over the world.
Right, so here this is an article, right? a few years ago, I came across a what? Yeah, story about a great player of his time, namely. So again, you have a name. So here, a story. So what could it be? What kind of a story could it be? Let's see. So see whether your answer is correct. A true story about a great player of his time, namely. So here you have to give a name now. Find a name from this list, right? Okay, we found the name. Let's go to the answer. Namely, Arthur Ashe. He was African American and had millions of fans all over the world.
He was not only a great player but also a thorough blank. In 1975, Ashe won Wimbledon, blank, defeating Jimmy Connors. In 1988, Ashe discovered that he had blank HIV during the blood blank he had received during one of his 2 blank surgeries.
Yes, so he was not only a great player but also a thorough what? So gentleman. In 1975, Ashe won Wimbledon, defeating, so unexpectedly defeating. So see, this is see what word class is that? Think of that. Yeah. In 1988, Ashe discovered that he had, what happens? Now, out of these words, what word can you think of? He had contracted HIV during the blood. Usually the word blood, see which word goes with this? Blood transfusions he had received during one of his 2 surgeries. What surgeries? Yeah, out of the remaining words, you can choose the best word here. 2 heart surgeries. He and his wife kept his blank private. What private? His illness private until 1992, when the news leaked. Soon Ashe started getting lots of mails. Many asked him as to why did God choose him for all the people while he had not done anything. මොන වගේ වචනයක් එතනට එන්න පුළුවන්ද? කිසිම වැරද්දක් කළා නැති කෙනෙකුට ඇයි මේ වගේ දෙයක් උනේ කියලා නේද? Anything wrong in his life.
To this, Ashe's reply was, all over the world, some million teenagers blank to become tennis players. Out of these million, maybe 100,000 reach to some sort of blank. Of them, only a few thousand play in some circuit and only 100 or so play the Grand Slam. Finally, only 2 reached the final of Wimbledon.
Right. To this, Ashe's reply was all over the world, some million teenagers. What do teenagers do? To become. So, aspire to become tennis players. Out of these million, maybe 100,000 reach to some sort of proficiency. Of them, only a few thousand play in some circuit and only 100 or so play the Grand Slam. Finally, only 2 reach the final of Wimbledon. Right. So, yes.
When I was standing with the trophy of Wimbledon in my hand, I never blank God. Why me? And now what right do I have to ask God, why me? Ashe died in 1993. After going through this story, I thought I would blank question God's plan and the blank He may have in store for me.
Yes. So, when I was standing with the trophy of Wimbledon in my hand, I never මං කවදාක ප්‍රශ්න කළේ නැහැ නේද? I never questioned God, why me? And now what right do I have to ask God, why me? Ashe died in 1993. After going through this story, I thought I would නේද මං කවදාකවත් මොන වගේ උත්තරයක් විය හැකිද එතන? I would never question God's plans and the sufferings we may have in store. He may have in store for me. Right. So for a question like this, දරුවනේ මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් ආපුවාම මෙතන ගොඩක් වෙලාවට තියෙන පැසේජ් එක බලන්න මොන වගේ පැසේජ් එකක්ද කියලා අර මං කලින් කිව්වා වගේ බලන්න adjectives adverbs word class එක මොකක්ද මෙතනට ඕන prepositions තියෙනවද සමහර prepositions තියෙනවා දරුවනේ මේ prepositions එකම තමයි යන්නේ මේ word එකට කියලා. ඒතර ඒව චුට්ටක් බලලා තියාගන්න මේ අපි පුනරීක්ෂණ වැඩසටහනක් කරන්නේ පොඩ්ඩක් අපි මීට කලින් උත් ජාතික රූපවාහිනිය හරහා දේවල් කරලා තියෙනවා මේ වගේ lessons පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න මොනවද ඒවා කියලා. Right. So this is another question. What you have to do here is select a word from the box which has a similar meaning to the phrases given within brackets and write it in the space given. මේකත් අර අපි කලින් කතා කරා වගේ ලකුණු 5ක ප්‍රශ්නයක් brackets ඇතුලේ meaning එක දෙනවා තේරුම දෙනවා. ඔයාලට තියෙන එක හොඳට කියවලා බලලා මේක මොන වගේ meaning එකක් විය හැකිද කියලා ඒ උත්තරේ තෝරන එක නේද?
Now before we move into that part of the lesson මං මතක් කරන්න කැමතියි අපේ online test එකක් තියෙනවා. මේක access කරන්න හරියම ලේසි. අපේ YouTube channel එකට ගිහිල්ලා අද live video එක යට links දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ පළවෙනි link එක එබුවම ඔයගලන්ට පේනවා මේ online test එක. ඒතකොට ඔයගලන්ට මේක පිරෙව්වට පස්සේ අපිට මෙස් එක සාකච්ඡා කරන්න පුළුවන් පාඩමේ අවසාන කොටසේ ඔයගලන්ට ඇයි මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ වැරදුනේ මේකට හේතුව මොකක්ද කියලා අපිට discuss කරලා ඔයගලන්ගේ knowledge එක test කරන්න හොඳ ක්‍රමයක්. එතකොට අපිට responses උත් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා ලොකු ප්‍රමාණයක්. We have Melka, Henuja, Umar, Radushan, Ishira, and some people have filled the form multiple times, and we can see a variety of schools as well. We can see students from Visakha Vidyalaya, Thurston College, St. Joseph's College, Hindu College, and much more. So get going, and you can easily access this page from the live video today. You can click the first link and fill in this Google form so that we can discuss the answers towards the latter part of the lesson.
Yes, so we were just talking about the next activity test item that we would do. We are intended to do. Yes, so this is a 5-marker question again where you have to it's easy. You will get all 5 if you do it correctly, right? Right. So the words given are encourage, calm, sorrow, difficult, care, relaxed. So yes, Prashant.
A friend is a person you know and like, and one who in turn likes you. Being with a friend makes us happy and relaxed. Friendship is the special relationship between people who are friends.
Yeah, so here the first answer is given, be at ease. So the answer is given, relaxed, right? Yeah, a friend is a person you know and like, and one who in turn likes you. Being with a friend makes us feel happy and relaxed. Friendship is a special relationship between people who are friends. So what does it say?
Friendship is truly a ship carrying people with love and blank. The ship will carry us through waters both blank and stormy. Similarly, friends care for each other through both happiness and blank.
So here the given word is concern. Look for a word which goes with concern. Encourage, calm, sorrow, difficult, care, relaxed. Yes, so you have your tunes. Maybe you can write your answer or just think of the answer. Yes, so the answer is care. The ship will carry us through waters both, so not windy. So what is a similar word for not windy? Yes, calm. And stormy. Similarly, friends care for each other through both happiness and feeling of sadness. So feeling of sadness, what word do you think could go with this? Sorrow.
Miss, something I picked up from this while we were going through the answers is that sometimes if you find it a bit difficult to get the word from the word that's given in the brackets, you can kind of read the first word. Now, for example, if it's love and care, those are words that go hand in hand.
Exactly. So here, දරුවනේ හරි ප්‍රශාන්ත් කියනවා වගේ දැන් අපි අර and කියපුවාම දැන් දෙපැත්තම බැලන්ස් වෙන වචනයක් වෙන්න එපයි. එතකොට ඒ වගේත් අපිට පැරග්‍රාෆ් එක කියවලා පැරග්‍රාෆ් එකේ කතන්දරයට අනුව ගන්න පුළුවනි. මීනින් එක තේරුම් නැත්නම් තව චුට්ටක් කියවලා එන්න බලන්න love. එතකොට care, those are the words which go together, right? So yes.
To be a good friend, we must be ready to help our friends with any blank situation they may face. A true friend will guide us on the right path and not blank us to do wrong.
Yes. So to be a good friend, we must be ready to help our friends with any not easy. So out of these words, we have used calm, we have used care, we have used relaxed, and even sorrow. So only two words are remaining, encourage and difficult. So out of these two, not easy. So which word goes with not easy? With any difficult situation they may face. A true friend will guide us on the right path and not give support, yeah, us to do wrong. So give support, encourage. So දරුවනේ මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් ලියද්දී මතක තියාගන්න අපි හැමතිස්සෙම ඒ ප්‍රශ්නේ කරාට පස්සේ පොඩි ටික් එකක් හරි එහෙම නැත්නම් පොඩි ඉරි කෑල්ලක් දාන්න. මොකද අපිට වෙලාව ඉතුරු කරගන්න පුළුවන් මේක නැවත ඒ වචනේ දිහාම බලන්න නැතුව අපි යූස් කරලා නැති වචන ටික බලන්න මේක උදව්වක් වෙනවා. එතකොට හැමතිස්සෙම ලිව්වට පස්සේ blank එක fill කරාට පස්සේ පොඩි ටික් එකක් දාන්න, so that it will be easy for you to go to your next word, right? So this is a test where you can score marks very easily, right? So again we are going to do a language proficiency test item, where again the same instructions. Read the instructions carefully, fill in the blanks with the words given in the box, right? Okay, so what are the words given? June,
economically, schools, heritage, children, love, lady, father, respect, schedules, celebrated, family, pillar, I, disaster, lost.
Right. So here you have 15 blanks words. For every person, the father is a symbol of strength that binds the entire together. So entire, which word do you think would go with this? Together. Find out. We have out the words given, entire, family, together. A father works day and night tirelessly to support the whole family and morally. So here this is an adverb. So here you are going to describe how the father supports, right? So morally, an adverb connected with and, you have to have a similar word here. Choose out of these words. We have already used family. Yeah, what word do you think could use? Prashant?
Economically.
There you are. Lovely. Okay. Yes.
Whenever we are stuck in a problem, the first person we remember is our blank. Father is an important person in any society who stands as a blank of the family.
Yes. So here, whenever we are stuck in a problem, the first person we remember is our. So is our, who do you remember out of these, the words given? Yes, father. Father is an important person in any society who stands as a pillar of the family. So pillar. Then you have this, these are ways of identifying your answers, right? A pillar, a singular noun, right? Okay.
So to blank all the fathers around the world and their efforts, we celebrate Father's Day on the 21st of blank every year worldwide.
Yeah. So to all the fathers around the world, so we have used a couple of words to do what? To respect all the fathers. So here after this to infinitive, you have to use the verb of the base form. එහෙම නැත්නම් root word එක නේද දරුවනේ. to කියන infinitive එකෙන් පස්සේ අපි හැමතිස්සෙම පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ base word එක. අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තා නේද? columns තුනක් ගැන. base word, past tense, past participle එකේ first column එකේ word එකක් තමයි ගන්න ඕනේ after to. Right. Respect all the fathers around the world and their efforts. We celebrate Father's Day on the 21st of. තවත් ලේසි මේක. 21st of කියලා තියෙනවා. මෙන්න මෙතන අපි උඩට ගිහිලා බැලුවොත් අපිට හම්බෙනවා ප්‍රශාන්ත්
June.
Yes, so June every year worldwide, right?
A blank named Grace Golden Clayton proposed to the government that Father's Day be blank in honor of all the unfortunate deaths of the men who used to be the fathers of some blank. She also blank her dad in that blank. That is how Father's Day began in the USA and then worldwide.
Yes, so named Grace Golden, yeah. So here name, so you have to look for a name now, yeah. So the name is given, so who? Yes. What's the answer out of this? Yes, a lady named Grace Golden Clayton proposed to the government that Father's Day be what? In honor of all the unfortunate deaths of the men. So celebrated in honor of all the unfortunate deaths of the men who used to be fathers of some what? Children. She also, so they are connecting, right? Lost her dad in that what? Disaster. That is how Father's Day began in the USA and then worldwide.
Children show their blank and respect to their fathers by giving them gifts and cards.
Yes, so children show their, what do they show? Show their love and respect. So again, connected with and, you have to have two similar things, love and respect to their fathers by giving them gifts and cards.
Several educational institutes, including blank and colleges, arrange different cultural programs to interact between the students and their fathers.
So again, and colleges, there should be something similar on this side. Yeah, what do you think would go? Schools and colleges are in different cultural programs to interact between the students and their fathers. Right.
Nowadays, people are always engaged with their busy blank and may not be able to express love and support to their fathers frequently. That is why we utilize Father's Day to appreciate our fathers for their extreme contribution.
Okay, so nowadays people are always engaged with their busy, goes with but. When you write your agendas or when you do speeches, welcome addresses, you say, despite your busy, schedule. Yes, so busy, what word class is that? Busy schedules, and may not be able to express love and support to their fathers frequently. That is why we utilize Father's Day to appreciate our fathers. So this is the activity that we are discussing now, the 7-mark question, language proficiency. ඉතින් මෙතන දෙන කරුණුත් පුතේ ඔයාලට පොඩ්ඩක් ජීවිතයට වැදගත් වෙන දේවල් තමයි මේ අරන් තියෙන්නේ අපි නම් අපේ තාත්තලට ලස්සන සලකනවා නේද හැමදාම දවසක් ඕනේ නැහැ නේද අපිට Yeah, Prashant?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So, what is the next one, children? Yes, so read the following text and fill in the blanks with suitable words given in the box. So, again, another activity, right? So, here again, let me just take you through what we have done so far. So, when you get an exercise like this, you have to think of what you would do. In the sense, read the passage carefully. Passage එක හොඳට කියවන්න දරුවනේ. ඒ passage එක කියවගෙන යාමේදී ඔයාලට යම් කිසි වචනවල තේරුමක් දැනුනේ නැත්නම් ඒක ගැන වද වෙන්න එපා. ඒ වචන නැවත නැවත කියවලා බලලා තේරුම ගන්න. දැන් අද අපි activities දෙකක් කරා.
Yes. Miss will discuss this next part of the lesson when we get back after this break.
මානව ධර්මතා අපෝ නිර්වචනය කරයි.
අපි හරි ඩිසිෂන් එක ගන්න ඕනේ.
ඒ ලෙවල් වලින් පස්සේ කැම්පස් ගියත්, ඔසි යන try කරත්, ජොබ් එකකට ගියත් IT and English අපි හරිම තැනින් ගන්න ඕන.
eSoft Metro Campus IT සහ English හදාරන්න නිවැරදිම මාවත.
එහෙමනම් අපි ඒ ඩිසිෂන් එක ගමු.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Jathika Pasala O-Level Revision English lesson, and we were discussing about language proficiency with Miss Tanuja, and we are about to move into another part of the lesson. But before that, I'd like to remind you about our online test, which if you haven't filled in just yet, go ahead and fill it through our YouTube channel. You can go to today's live video and you can see two links right below that. The first link will take you to the online test and you can fill it in. Now we're about to discuss the online tests with Ms. Tanuja, and if you'd like, you can wait till after and fill in the form, or you can quickly rush and fill it in before we start discussing the answers. So moving on to the online test, we can see 615 responses, and we've gotten a bunch of names here: Zainab, Induni, Nipun, Yathusa, and also we've gotten responses from several schools: Thurston College, Mahanama College, Colombo Hindu College, and Visakha Vidyalaya as well. And you can see that we've got viewers from various provinces. Now to discuss the first question.
Yes, so here here also what we have prepared, Prashant, is I have prepared you two activities, children. One is on the vocabulary item, the other one is on language proficiency. So the first 5 here what you see is on the vocabulary items. So here the questions are a bit tricky, right? The teachers were astonished to experience the blank absence of sound. So the right answer is absence of sound. The answer should be silence, and we also see some children have chosen noise as the answer, right? So this is where we have to be careful, children, when you choose answers, right? Yes. So the second one, Danushi's father bought an blank high price gift for her. Yeah, gift for her. So here the two answers are costly and experience. So some students have answered costly also, but just look at this article an. So we know after an අපි හැමතිස්සෙම පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕනි පුතේ vowel sound එකකින් එන වචනයක් නේද? A E I O U. So 62 answers are wrong. 549 answers are correct, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So මෙතන an expensive, an orange, an apple නේද? ඒතර මෙතන an කියලා කියපුවාම අපිට ඕන වෙන්නේ vowel sound එකකින් එන වචනයක්. ඒ නිසා the right answer is expensive, not costly. So number 3, my teacher told me to. So what is given within brackets is rightly done. The mistakes in my answer. So rightly done. So what do you rightly do? A similar word would be correct. දැන් මෙතන ගොඩක් අය මෙතන අරන් තියෙනවා අර mistakes නේ. ඒ නිසා පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් ඇති වුණා මේ it's not about the problem, right? Mistakes in my answer. So don't take the entire meaning here. You have to go by the word given within the brackets. නේද? the brackets වල දීලා තියෙන වචනේ ගැන හිතන්න. සම්පූර්ණ වාක්‍ය ගැන නෙමෙයි මෙතනදී බලන්න. My teacher told me to, rightly done. So correct the mistakes in my answer. Yeah. So පොඩ්ඩක් මේවා හිතන්න ඕන තැන්. ඒක තමයි මම කිව්වා අර අපිට ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේ වගේ තැන් වල තමයි දරුවෝ මිස් කරන්නේ. Right. So again, all the students were very blank. So with much concern. All the students were very in the classroom. So we have careless. So what is the answer? So some students have given other answers also. Vigilant. Okay, talented. So attentive is the right answer. Very attentive. Teachers of our college blank. The words given are arranged systematically. A free webinar for all the O-level students. Teachers of our college, the two words are integrate, organized, right? So arranged, so that is given in the past tense. So arranged systematically, organized a free webinar for all the O-level students. So the right answer should be organized. Yes. So number 6, the number of COVID-19 patients blank greater in number or amount last year. The number of COVID patients blank greater in number or amount last year. So, developed, increased, right. So, develop is also kind of a increasing, that is true, but it is not appropriate at this context. මේ context එකට හරියන වචනේ දරුවනේ increased. The number of COVID-19 patients increased last year. That should be the right answer. අපිට දැනුත් දරුවෝ ලියනවා නේද ප්‍රශාන්ත්?
Yes.
Yeah, we get responses at this point also.
618 responses so far.
So, number 7. So, this is a test item where they test your language proficiency. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලා භාෂාවේ ප්‍රවණතාවය කොහොමද කියන එකයි මේකෙන් බලන්නේ. අර අපි කිව්වේ ලකුණු 7ක ප්‍රශ්න දරුවනේ part 2 එකේ. මේක ගොඩක් වෙලාට ළමයි අර වචන දීලා තියෙන නිසා නිකන් ලියනවා බ්ලැන්ක්ස් පුරවන්න ඕන නිසා නමුත් අර තේරුම් ගැනීමකින් තොරව කරන අවස්ථාවල් තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා පොඩ්ඩක් හොඳට හිතට ගන්න මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් කරන්න යෑමේදී. Right. So, number 7, I had spent an blank in the bank with my dad as he had to transfer some money. I couldn't resist myself and asked, Dad, why don't we activate your internet banking? Why would I do that? He asked. Well, then you won't have to blank and are here for things like transfer. You can even do your shopping blank. Everything will be so blank. So, 4 answers are given. Our, spend, online. The second answer is online, spend, our, easy. Right. So, here again focus on this article an. I had spent an. The first answer, look at both the answers. The first answer goes our, the second one is online. So, it is true and you can use both. But can we say an online in the bank or an hour in the bank? Which would go better? An hour in the bank, right children? As he had to transfer some money, I couldn't resist myself and asked, Dad, why don't we activate your internet banking? Why would I do that? He asked. Well, then you won't have to. So, අපි මේ දැනු චුට්ටක් කලින් කිව්වා නේද? to ආවට පස්සේ එන්න ඕනේ base verb එකක් කියලා. To spend, spent. The given word is spend. The right answer is also spend. And now here for things like transfer. You can even do your shopping. දැන් තියෙනවා නේද කොවිඩ් එක්කලා අපිට ගොඩක් ප්‍රසිද්ධ වුණානේ. You can even do your shopping online. Everything will be so easy. So, the first answer is the right answer. Our, spend, online, easy. Yes. So, it continues because there are 14 blanks. I was so excited about initiating him into the world of net banking. He asked, if I do that, I won't have to step out of the blank? Yes, yes, I said. I told him how even grocery can be blank at door now and how Amazon delivers everything. His answer left me tongue-tied. He said, since I blank this bank today, I have met 4 of my friends. I have chatted a while with the blank who know me very well by now. ඒතර පුතේ දැන් මෙතන චුට්ටක් තේරුම ගන්න මේ තාත්තා කෙනෙකුයි පුතෙකුයි අතර සංවාදයක් යන්නේ නේද? ඒ සංවාදෙදී මේ තාත්තා පුතා කියනවා ඉන්ටර්නෙට් බැංකින් ගන්න කියලා තාත්තා එකට වැඩි කැමැත්තක් දක්වන්නේ නැතුව කියන ප්‍රකාශ. ඒතර මේකෙදි අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් දැන් මේ වගේ මේක දැන් ඔන්ලයින් ටෙස්ට් එකක් නිසා හැමතිස්සෙම තියෙන පිළිතුරු දෙක කම්පෙයාර් කරලා බලලා උත්තරයක් ගන්න පුළුවන් ඔන්ලයින් නිසා. නමුත් අපි කරන්න යන්නේ ඔන්ලයින් එකක් නෙමෙයිනේ O levels වලදී නේද? ඒ නිසා අපිට උත්තර තෝරා ගැනීමේදී අර වගේ ටික් කරලා හරි පොඩ්ඩක් අර අපි කියපු ටෙක්නික්ස් ටික නේද? මේ වර්ඩ් ක්ලාස් එක බලන්න, past tense present tense බලන්න, past tense එකෙන් දීලාද බලන්න. ඒ වගේ පොඩ්ඩක් හිතුවනම් අපිට මේක ලේසියෙන්ම කරගන්න පුළුවන් නේද? So I won't have to step out of the article එක නේද? the වලින් පස්සේ අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කියනවා noun එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ නේද? step out of the house. is the right answer. Yes, yes. I said, I told him how even grocery can be delivered the entered the. Can be, the right answer should be delivered at door now, and how Amazon delivers everything. His answer left me tongue tied. නේද මට උත්තර නැති වුණා කියලා පුතා කියනවා නේද එයාගේ උත්තරේ මෙයාට කතා කරන්න බැරි දෙයක් වුණා. He said, since I blanked this bank today, so the right answer entered this bank today. අද මම බැංකුවට ගියා මෙයා මොනවද දැකලා තියෙන්නේ? I have met 4 of my friends. I have chatted a while with whom? With the staff who know me very well by now. අන්න ඒ වගේ පුතේ පොඩ්ඩක් කතන්දරේ තීරුම් අරගෙන කතන්දරයට හරින විදියට උත්තර ටික හොයාගෙන බ්ලැන්ක්ස් පුරවන ගමන් පොඩි ටික් එකක් දාගන්න. දැන් ඒ වචන 14ම උඩ වෙනම කොටුවකනේ තියෙන්නේ. ලියන ගමන් මේක ඔන්ලයින් නිසා අපි එහෙම මේකේ පෙන්නලා නැහැ. නමුත් ඒ වගේ චූටි උපක්‍රම ටිකක් යොදා ගන්න පොඩ්ඩක් ප්‍රැක්ටිස් වුණාම ලේසියෙන්ම මේක කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි නේද? Yes. Prashant?
You know I am alone. This is a company that I need. I'd like to get ready and come to the blank. I have enough time. It is the physical touch that I crave. 2 years back I got blank ill. The store owner from whom I buy fruits came to see me and sat by my bedside and cried bitterly. When your mom fell down few days back while on her morning walk, our blank grocer saw her and immediately got his car to rush her home as he knows where I live. Would I have that human touch if everything became online?
So you know I am alone. This is a company that I need. I like to get ready and come to the. So after the, come to the, where does he want to go? Come to the bank. I have enough time. It is a physical touch that I crave. 2 years back I got. අන්න බලන්න එතන තියෙනවා ill නේද? I got verb එකක්. What ill? Critically ill. The store owner from whom I buy fruits came to see me and sat by my bedside and cried bitterly. අන්න බලන්න cried නේද? ඇඬුවා එයා කොහොමද අන්නලා තියෙන්නේ bitterly. When your mom fell down few days back while on her morning walk, yeah, our කවුද ආවේ? Blank grocer. So grocer is a noun. So we need an adjective. So what's the right word? We are local grocer saw her and immediately got his car to rush her to home as he knows where I live. Would I have that human touch if everything became online? පුතහනවා නේද? ඒකෙත් හොඳ response එකක් තියෙනවා නේද ප්‍රශාන්ත්? They have responded well, right?
582 have gotten the correct answer.
ඒක තමයි දැන් 72 responses, that is 11% incorrect, but that's why you have to go through the statements correctly, children. Think carefully. You have 2 hours for this paper. You have to have time for your part, the essay and the other stuff also. So read carefully. හැමදේම පුරුද්දක් නේද? Yes. Yes.
Miss, let's discuss this last question right after we come back from the break. If you still haven't filled in the online test, you can easily access it through our YouTube channel. Go and click the first link. We'll be back after this break.
ආදරෙන් හැදුණු ක්‍රසන්ට්.
අපි හරි ඩිසිෂන් එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ.
ඒ ලෙවල් වලින් පස්සේ කැම්පස් ගියත් ඔසියන්න try කරත් ජොබ් එකකට ගියත් IT and English අපි හරිම තැනින් ගන්න ඕන.
eSoft Metro Campus. IT සහ English හදාරන්න නිවැරදිම මාවත.
එහෙමනම් අපි ඒ ඩිසිෂන් එක ගමු.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Jathika Pasala O-Level Revision English lesson, and we were discussing the online test. So once again, if you haven't filled the online test yet, ඔයගලන්ට අද live video එකට ගිහිල්ලා යට links දෙකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකේ පළවෙනි link එක click කරාම අපේ මේ online test form එක fill කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් අපි ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ අන්තිම ප්‍රශ්නෙට online test එකේ 10th question.
So we were just discussing about the language proficiency test item, children. Yeah, so the last part of this question is number 10. Yes, Prashant.
Why would I want everything delivered to me and force me to interact with just my computer? I like to know the person that I am dealing blank and not just the seller. It creates blank bonds of relationships. Does online shopping blank all this as well? Technology isn't life.
Okay, so we have 666 responses for that, correct responses. Yeah, okay, so lovely. So why would I want everything delivered to me and force me to interact with just my computer? I like to know the person that I am dealing. බලන්න උත්තර දෙකෙන් කෝකද දෙකම හරි උත්තරේ නේද? පළවෙනි උත්තරෙත් හරි දෙවෙනි උත්තරෙත්. It's with. The answer is with. So certain words, dealing with, we always deal with, and not just the seller. It creates, what does it create? Bonds, right? So we need we need an adjective there. It creates strong bonds of relationships. Does online shopping, yeah, does online shopping, what's the answer? Deliver all this as well. Technology isn't life. So children, when you get a question like this, always look for the words. This is your language proficiency test item. So please read the text carefully, go through the blanks carefully. Blank එක දෙපැත්තේ තියෙන වචන දිහා හොඳට බලන්න. ඒ වචන කොහොමද අපිට ඒ blanks එකත් එක්ක අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් වචන මොනවද තියෙන්නේ කියලා හොයලා බලන්න දරුවනේ. ඊට පස්සේ exercise එක කරන්න පටන් ගන්න. Yes, Prashant. So that's all. So how many students have answered, Prashant?
We have 670 responses.
තාම respond කර කර ඉන්නවා නේද දරුවෝ? ඒක තමයි හොඳයි. ඔයාලට තනියෙන් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් දරුවනේ නේද? answers දීලා තියෙන නිසා.
Yes, 670 responses. So keep filling in the online test, and we've gotten a bunch of names once again. We've gotten Savita, Nuha, Shoidan, Fatima, Rimaza, and we've got a number of schools, students from various amount of schools like Royal College, Holy Family Convent, and yes, we've gotten multiple schools again and again, Museus College, Hindu College. So keep filling in the online test once again. It's the first link under today's live video. I believe we have one part to discuss.
Yes. So this again is another language proficiency test item where you are given a couple of answers, words, where you are going to use those words carefully. Right. Prashant?
For the first time in South Asia, a 500-acre animal park was designed in Hambantota. The idea is to let animals wander freely while the visitors get a good view, not only in daytime but also in the night.
Yeah, yes. So look at the words given. And, all, at, available, animals, giving, 100, include, locals, major, over, other, project, will, wildlife. ඔන්න බලන්න දැන් මේකේ කොච්චරක් වචන තියෙනවද කියලා දරුවනේ word classes, articles නේද? Nouns, verbs, adjectives. අන්න ඒවා මං කිව්වා වගේ අර blanks හොඳට බලන්න. blanks වල දෙපැත්තේ තියෙන වචන මොනවද බලන්න. ඒකට අනුව වචනේ තෝරන්න. ඒතර ඔයාලට මේ test item එක ගොඩාක් ලේසි වෙනවා. So government hopes to invest. Yes, Prashant?
5
blank million. So 5 million කියලා ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. නමුත් blank එකක් තියෙන නිසා අපිට 5 million කියලා ගන්න බෑ. මේකෙන් බලමු මොකද අපිට යන්න පුළුවන් සුදුසු වචනයක් කියලා. Yes. ඔන්න බලන්න උත්තරේ. 500 million rupees එක තමයි මම කිව්වේ context එකත් එක්ක යන්න, words එකත් එක්කලා යන්න, word classes බලන්න ලේසියෙන්ම ලකුණු 7ක් ගන්න පුළුවනි. Yes, 5 million rupees for this what? Yeah, for this project which will be a අන්න ආටිකල් එකක් ආවා. එතකොට ඊට පස්සේ අපිට ඕනේ මොකද්ද? a major tourist attraction for both. So again it has been connected with the conjunction and. So locals and tourists. ඔන්න අපිට ආය ලේසියෙන්ම හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්. මෙතන tourist කියලා තියෙනවා නේද? ඊට පස්සේ එතකොට අවශ්‍ය වචනේ මොකක්ද අපිට? tourist කියලා තියෙනවා නම් අපිට ඕනේ වෙන්නේ the word like this. So you have the word tourist here. So what we need is locals and tourists, right? So go for words like that. Yes, Prashant?
The park blank be open for visitors, blank the experience of exploring, blank in a tropical jungle, blank night.
Yes, so the park blank be open for visitors. So out of these words now we have used 100, we have used locals, right? Yes, right. So what is the answer? Try to find the answer. The park will be open. So will be open for visitors. Visitors what? Giving the experience of exploring. Giving the experience of exploring in a tropical jungle. So exploring what? Wildlife in a tropical jungle. So blank night. So you know preposition, yeah, at. You can think of this. Neither night, at night, neither. අපි කියනවා නේද එහෙම? Yes.
The park will blank African lions and many blank species that are not blank in Yala Park.
Yeah, so again the park will include African lions, and many other species that are not available in Yala Park. නේද? ඔන්න ඔය විදිහට දරුවනේ වචන ටික මං කිව්වා වගේ blanks දෙපැත්තේ තියෙන වචන ටික බලන්න ඒකට අනුව වචන ටික ගන්න. Right? Okay. The animals අපි පොඩ්ඩක් rush කරන්න the වලින් පස්සේ අපිට noun එකක් ඕනේ will roam freely while all the visitors will be caged. And electrical wire ඔන්න බලන්න and තියෙනවා electrical wire is installed for the safety of the visitors. Yeah, so it goes like that. Yes.
With that, it's time to conclude today's lesson. Thank you once again, Tanuja Miss, for being with us today and educating us about language proficiency. Now, hopefully, you will be confident to face the paper with confidence. And once again, if you've got any doubts, you can go back to our YouTube channel, which is the Jathika Pasala YouTube channel, and you can look up for videos, you can rewatch them and clarify any doubts you may have. If you haven't filled in the online test just yet, go ahead and click the first link under today's live video and you can fill in the online test. With that, it's time for us to conclude today's lesson. We'll be back next week from 3 to 4 p.m. on Tuesday as well. See you next time.
IT සහ ඉංග්‍රීසි වලට
eSoft Metro Campus.
SLT Mobitel පුළුල්තම ආවරණයක් සහිත වේගවත්ම මොබයිල් 4G ජාලය. SLT Mobitel පුළුල්තම ආවරණයක් සහිත වේගවත්ම මොබයිල් 4G ජාලය.